Hey guys, I'm MB, founder of UnderdogChance.com, and in this video we will jump into my 3 betting models for NFL, for baseball, and for NHL. All 3 betting models profitable. NFL, this is something I use for less five seasons, 56.56% win rate. This season, 62% win rate. This week I went 1-1, and I am waiting for one qualified bet. Baseball is profitable, and especially long-term profitable betting model with over 15 years of profitable results, basically 20 years right now, and an NHL betting model last season more than 30 units of profit, and this season started with 1-1. I will show you the numbers, and let's start with NFL. This is a betting model that hit 62% this season. First, I had Philadelphia -7 this week. It was a losing bet. Over 44, it was a winning bet. And Monday Night Football, I have Buffalo Bills against Atlanta Falcons. What I do, I simply project my own scores. I project my spreads and totals, and then I compare with bookmakers' numbers. If there is enough discrepancy, then this is a qualified bet. For NFL, I always make projections on Tuesday. Look for 7-point difference, and that's it. Okay, so in this case I have Buffalo Bills, so I simply select Buffalo Bills and Atlanta Falcons. So if I change the team, the numbers are changing. So we have Atlanta, and based on my projections, the result should be 31, 24, 25 if we round this number. So I have rough numbers, and my projected total is 56. Bookmakers offer 48. So this is 7-point difference, more than 8 basically, and because of that, this is my qualified bet. The problem with sharing picks is that once you share the pick, the line moves, and right now I think it is 49.5 or 50. And this is always a problem with following picks. That's why I always recommend, if you have a chance, if you have motivation, learn how to make your own bets, learn how to make your own spreadsheets, because with this way you can actually make profits, make better, smarter bets, and this will compound, and you will save much more money in the long run if you play the long game. And those who don't play the long game, they will lose anyway, right? So this was, as I said, I always make projections on Tuesday once we get first stats after Monday Night Football, and once they're calculated into new week. So based on my projections, this was a qualified bet. And the spread, my projected spread -6.73. Bookmakers -3.5. This is much closer, but if I need to pick anything, I would go with Buffalo Bills. Okay, but the only qualified bet is over if we check the results here. So this is week 6. I am 1-1 so far. If they win, this would be 1.88. Then this would be, if this is a winning bet, that would be 6.5 unit profit. For dime bettors, this is more than 6,000 American dollars of profit, and anything between 5 to 10 units in NFL if you bet on spreads and totals. Considering small numbers of games, I think this is a good record, and this is maybe a time to withdraw that money if you want, because if you can stack smaller profits during the year, you can make nice money from 30 to 100 units with different sports, with different markets. And if you can stack this over years, then this can change your life, or at least this can be then serious money, right? The problem many bettors they have is that they focus only on one market or only one sport. They know, for example, NFL, they watch NFL and they say, I will bet only NFL. You miss a lot of opportunities, okay, because you focus on the sport, not on the knowledge. And you can bet Swedish basketball, esports, if you focus on the knowledge and building betting models and spreadsheets instead of following picks or following the market. Okay, this is just my opinion, but the qualified bet for Monday Night Football is over 48 in the game between Bills and Atlanta. Okay, and I hope we can go 19-11. Okay, the next betting model, baseball. We have Seattle against Toronto. If you have my betting model, or if you're in our Discord group where I make projections for our members every single day, so you get all my numbers, screenshots of these spreadsheets when I'm after I make them in the morning. You get all the numbers from me. Yesterday, Seattle Toronto, there was small value with Seattle. It was still not qualified bet based on my numbers, but if you use my betting model and if you make your own projections, Seattle might be a good play. Yesterday, adjusted Kelly was, I think, 1.35 or something like that, which was very close to be qualified bet, and Seattle beat Toronto, so the numbers were okay. And in today's game, Logan Gilbert against Toronto's pitcher, I think, yes, Savage, I don't know how to pronounce this guy, but he doesn't have enough information for me to put him in the betting mold. That's why I have league average pitcher. And if Toronto starts with league average pitcher, Seattle should be small favorite. But I stay away from these games because you never really know if this is really average pitcher. So this is for first 5 inning. And then we have Dodgers against Milwaukee. At least this is those were the information that I had. Blake Snell against Jose Quintana. If we look at these numbers, there is no value, and I want to explain this a little bit more because my projected line is minus 139 on Dodgers and bookmakers minus 149, and this is not value. Why? Because I say my betting model says bet on Dodgers if you need to pay 139 to win 100, and bookmakers or the market, they tell me no, you need to pay much more. You need to pay 149 instead of 139, right? So this is no value for me. And the same story with Milwaukee. Plus 139 is my line, and bookmakers line is plus 134. So my betting model says if you bet 100, you need to make profit of 139, and the bookmakers are telling me will pay you only 134, which is less than 139, and because of that there is no value. And what I like to say, my projections are exactly the same that bookmakers, because they fall just into the margins, as I like to say, because with both teams there is no value. Why this happens? Because my projected numbers are strictly probabilities. So probability 1 plus probability 2 is 100, and so this should be 4. So there is small discrepancy, because if I would have a little bit more, okay, then it would be exactly 100. But bookmakers margins are much more different, so I always recommend to use decimal odds because they are much simpler. So in this case 1.72 is my line, and they offer me a smaller number, which is not good, and here I have 2.39. They offer me a lower number than my number. This is also not good, right? And to calculate probabilities and margins, you simply divide 1 by the decimal odds, put them together, and the difference from 1, what is bigger than 1, this is the fee that bookmakers make. Okay, this is the simplest thing to calculate. I have full masterclass about betting spreadsheets and betting models and how you can make them. You can also get all my betting models to download, so you can actually make your own betting analysis and my way of betting. And this is first 5 inning bets, where we exclude the bullpen and just focus on the pitchers. In this case, my betting model gives 63.36% of chance to Dodgers, and my line is, or my odds are 1.58, bookmakers 1.70. So there is small value with Dodgers in this case. So if I need to pick a game here, I would go with Dodgers first 5 inning. This would be probably the most logical play in baseball. Okay, and let's move to NHL. As I said, last season, NHL 30 more than 30 units of profit. So if you use NHL betting model, I already mentioned this in emails in our Discord group for members, and I also mentioned in my previous video. I will fix this Utah name because we use this season numbers, last season numbers, and of course from the players from last seasons. And Utah basically changed the names 3 times. Okay, so they were Arizona Coyotes, then they were Utah Hockey Club, and right now they are Utah Mammoth, right? And I want so the site that provides the stats. Uh, I don't know how they merge this. It is still not clear. There is some bug or some mistakes, and this will be clear in next couple of days, and I will fix this. This is very simple fix in a betting model. Just the name and merge them. But what I want to say is that NHL season is long. No need to rush. Last season until December, until the January, until the end of the until the end of the calendar year, I didn't have a profit, and the most profit came later, right? So in the second part, and the best results were when I was focusing a little bit more on last 25 games. But of course, I'm using advanced statistics, expected goals, and so on. So this was the best way last season. So it is still start to the season. I'm much more selective. Adjusted Kelly is above 2, above 1.75. Later, I might go to 2. So there will be less qualified bets. Only the bets where there will be really good discrepancy between my line and bookmakers line. Be more selective. Also, the closing lines were good in that case, and I think this is a good approach. But there are many ways how to beat the market, and I simply project my own winning percentages, and you can compare with bookmakers odds, and then of course you can make your final bet as you want. Okay, and I will show you now my projections. Colorado Avalanche against Buffalo Sabres. Scott's Wedgwood against Alex Lyon. Based on my projections, 53.71% of chance to Colorado. So this is 1.86 projected odds on Colorado and 1.58 bookmakers odds. My line on Buffalo is plus 106, in bookmakers plus 151. So there is maybe small value with Buffalo. And maybe those are totals. Last season, the totals were also profitable, but not many of them, because I was looking, I think, one or 1.5 difference. I need to check this, but I never really focus on totals, but it can be your direction. So in this case, maybe under 6.5 would be most logical play. Winnipeg Jets Islanders. Connor Hellebuck against Ilya Sorokin. This is basically 50-50 game. Based on my betting model, also bookmakers have very similar numbers. They favor a little bit more Winnipeg, but I don't see much value in this game. Tampa Bay Lightning against Boston. Vasilevsky against Jeremy Swayman. I also, when I make projections, if the adjusted Kelly is not big, I don't check the player or two, right? So if it is more than 1.1 or 1.20, then I check the players' lineups. It might jump over 1.70, but those smaller discrepancies, I simply make projections. If you prepare the lineups at the start of the season and then just jump to the next game, so you don't waste a lot of time, right? Winnipeg Jets, Tampa Bay Boston. Based on my projections, Boston should be plus 112. They are plus 146. So maybe small value with Boston, but I like to say Boston is underrated. Okay, not a lot of value in this game, not a lot not a lot of value, right? Because no betting model is perfect, but betting models are crucial, so you have a well-defined system every single day, based on which you can make informed bets, right? If you just follow picks, or if you rely on gut feelings, this is not trackable, this is not well defined, right? And you cannot improve. Okay, you don't need to have a perfect betting model or complex betting model, because many times I saw people who are stuck with complex betting models, and they're stuck for years and they don't make any money. On the other side, you can make, of course, it needs to be based on statistical concepts, and every sports bettor should understand this. But you don't need to include 100 different statistics, and with every statistics you will make a mistake, and then at the end of the day you will make 100 errors, right? If you can find the angles that will work, and I think this is, at least this is how I see it, and this is based on my past experiences. Nashville Predators, Ottawa Senators. Based on my projections, Nashville should be plus 117. They're plus 147. Ottawa is probably a little bit overrated in this game. Red Wings, Toronto. Based on my projections, Detroit should be plus 151. They're plus 148, which is basically the same. Florida, Philadelphia. Based on my projections, Florida 1.75, bookmakers 1.74. Again, no qualified bet. Devils against Blue Jackets. Bobrovsky, Erson. My betting model gives 55.02% of chance to Devils. My line is minus 122 or 1.82 in decimal odds. Bookmakers 1.75. As you see, no value in neither of those two teams. St. Louis, Vancouver, Binnington, Demko. Based on my projections, Vancouver should be 1.78. They're 1.84, so maybe small value with Vancouver in this game. So if I need to pick, I would go with Vancouver. Okay, Kings, Minnesota. Kings, I think, played yesterday, and even so, I have here. If they're playing on a back-to-back, I simply select back-to-back. I don't know if I did this for the Kings, but even if I did, the difference is small, and it would be even closer to bookmakers odds. Okay, so there is not enough value. Utah, Chicago Blackhawks, Karel Vemeka, Spencer Knight. Based on my projections, no value. Okay, so when you build a betting model, this takes a lot of time unless someone gives you the knowledge and the spreadsheets and templates. But once you make projections, what I recommend is that you do projections every single day. Projections are those, so you simply select the teams, you simply calculate the probabilities, you select the teams and update the stats and so on. Why I recommend this? Because you get much more comfortable with your betting model, and eventually you become much faster. Okay, so I see from the start which games have potential to be qualified, and those that doesn't have any potential, and I just skip it, and I make this much faster than most people who do this. Some people bet, let's say, first 3 months in NHL, and then they don't bet 7 months, and then they come back and they don't even know where their spreadsheet is, how they did this. So I think anything, if you want to be good, you need to do it daily. Okay, no matter if you play badminton or you play basketball or tennis or whatever, or cook or whatever, to become a master, you need to do it daily. Okay, and spreadsheets are beautiful and simple to understand. Okay, and what I also believe in the future, the sports betting is going into three direction. uh, One will be entertainment. Right now, you see many YouTubers, many podcasters, many influencers. They're promoting sports books. So basically, the marketing of sports books and sharing profits from losses of bettors. Most bettors will lose. We know that most bettors are basically here for entertainment, not for serious things. Then we will have some big portals, maybe, and they will also share profits with bookmakers. Maybe they will have some services, and then what I believe, with AI, everyone can share the picks. You will not know what is real, what is not real, because AI will generate free picks immediately, and free picks on YouTube, on those websites. Nobody's tracking results. Nobody cares about this. It is just entertainment, right? And AI will do this automatically, and there will be a lot of content. That's why I believe that there will be a couple of small exclusive premium communities where people will gather, real people who will focus on models, who will focus on unique edges, and those will be actually people who will win in the long run, who will also use the right mindset and so on. And I believe that I'm building one such Discord community, or at least this is my wish, to go into that direction. Although I would probably go with marketing as well, but I'm not that good in marketing. But if you know how to do marketing, I think this is a really good way to make a lot of money in sports betting, because you don't risk anything. You just throw out some random picks. People follow picks. They don't pay much attention to statistics, to probabilities. They just want to have some information to bet, and then you share the profits with bookmakers. But this is how I see. That's why. So if you want to join our Discord for membership, visit underdogchannels.com and learn my way of betting if this resonates with you. And I hope that today's pick will be a winning pick. If you tail and whatever decide to take, always remember, never blindly follow anyone, including me. So thank you for watching and see you next time.